Welcome back to P Boxing KO, guys. We have a big fight coming up. Dillian Whyte vs Moses Itauma on August the 16th. This will be a big test for the young prospect Moses Itauma. Moses Itauma will be facing an old-school veteran, Dillian Whyte, with a record of 34 fights, with 21 knockouts and 3 losses. Moses Itauma, on the other hand, with 12 fights, 10 knockouts. Moses Itauma's name started making noise when he was sparring heavyweights when he was just 15 years old. Frank Warren heard about the rumors about the young prospect stopping heavyweights at the age of 15 years old. Moses Itauma and his brother Carol Itauma was signed by Frank Warren, Queensberry's promotion.
Lawrence, since we've got Moses here as well, just tell me this sparring stuff again as well. What, he was 15 years old, come into the gym.
I don't want to make him blush. Remember after one spar, they said, I want to bring someone down, my brother, he's really good. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, is he southpaw? He said, yeah. Then they said he's 15, and then me and my manager were like, leave him at home. We're not sparring on 15-year-olds in camp, we're preparing for a world title. What are you talking about? I got a whisper, he's only 15, go easy on him. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna have some rounds off here. Got the shock of my life. This round, we sparred, I threw a jab, slip. I said, hold on. Must have been an accident. Threw another one, slipped the other direction. I said, okay, you know what? I was obviously I'm feeling the pace. Good counter punch, good everything. He hit me in the stomach just before the end of the round. I remember I couldn't breathe. I got back to the corner and I pretended to shame everyone that was fighting. I was just there.
And I do appreciate Lawrence. He's been very vocal of my talent, and he kind of spreaded my word out to like AJ and like Joyce, whatever. And then now I've been called in to spar AJ, I've been called in to spar Joyce, I've been called in to spar.
This is a big risk for Dillian Whyte, going against a young prospect. Moses Itauma with a high knockout ratio. At the age of 20 years old, Moses Itauma has been knocking out his opponents under 2.5 rounds. Moses has good footwork and likes to apply the pressure during the rounds. Most people will say Whyte is not considered as a world-level fighter, but more around the European or domestic level. Dillian Whyte has been known for his sweet left hooks, which works sometimes in his fights. Moses Itauma's chin will be tested on the night. Moses Itauma last fight with Demsey McKean. The first round started out slow. McKean was trying to use his size to push back Moses. Moses Itauma has good lateral movement when he's in danger. Moses lands an overhand left punch, causing a knockdown in the first round. Dillian Whyte needs to be mindful of Moses' speed. Demsey McKean managed to get back on his feet and was given a 10-second count to recover. Demsey started retreating back and was not fully recovered from the first knockdown. Demsey McKean's legs started to lose balance. Moses Itauma took it back to the middle of the ring and landed the same overhand left punch, causing a second knockdown. Demsey McKean struggled to get back on his feet. McKean was unable to withstand Moses Itauma's relentless pressure, so the referee called off the fight. Moving on to Dillian last fight with Ebenezer Tete. This was a tune-up fight for Whyte to tick one off in his list. Dillian Whyte was landing a lot of heavy shots during the rounds. Ebenezer started complaining about a shot landing on the back of his head. Dillian Whyte didn't pay no mind to it and started targeting the body to slow down Ebenezer. Dillian Whyte and Ebenezer started to slow down early in the rounds. Then Whyte tried to pick up the pace, throwing lethal shots trying to take out Ebenezer. Whyte was trying to end the fight. Whyte was swinging heavy haymakers, swinging so heavy that Whyte drops to the canvas. Whyte was landing lethal punishment inside the pocket. The bell rings and the referee stops the fight. The bell rings at the 7th round. Both fighters walks to their corners. But during the break, Ebenezer was unable to continue the fight due to excruciating pain. The fight was called off by Ebenezer team. Dillian stops Ebenezer in the 7th round. The question is, can Dillian Whyte last 12 rounds with Moses Itauma and land his signature left hook to stop Moses? Who do you think will win the fight, guys? And how will the fight end up? I'm leaning towards Moses Itauma to stop Dillian Whyte within the first 6 rounds. But let's not forget about Dillian Whyte power and his signature left hook, which can shut down the whole show. Dillian Whyte, a seasoned professional, has extensive experience in the heavyweight division. Moses Itauma might start aggressively, using his speed and lateral movement to keep Whyte at bay. Moses Itauma is most likely going to outbox Whyte and land a quick, precise punch to switch off the lights. Dillian Whyte will need to focus on several strategies to effectively stop Moses Itauma. Dillian Whyte needs to avoid unnecessary damages by using head movement, and defensive maneuvers will be important, especially against a younger fighter and possibly less experienced opponent. Moses needs to remain mentally sharp and composed during the fight, which should help Moses capitalize on openings and avoid getting drawn into Dillian game plan. This will be a high risk and a low reward fight for Dillian Whyte, so Dillian needs to keep 100% focus on the young bull, climbing his way up to the top of the division. Who do you think will win the fight, guys? And drop your comments. And please like and subscribe to P Boxing KO. We are the best boxing outlet. We have a great undercard fight featuring Nick Ball, Anthony Kakase versus Ray Ford, David Adeleye versus Filip Hrgovic. This will be a big showcase on the night, guys. Thank you for watching P Boxing KO. We are sponsored by 360 Clean Guys. Scan the QR code and check out the cleaning services. Get 30% off when you use our promo code.